And thanks for registering interest in the NGAA Awards process. We will be recording this webinar and putting it up onto our website so that everyone else can have a look as well. So we'll just run through, it's a very simple process, but there have been some changes this year. So I just wanted to run through those with you. I'm just going to look at PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So what we're looking at, down there. So what we're looking at is having 5 new categories in 2019. And the reason for that is we really had some strong feedback from the judging panel last year to say that the categories were, and the criteria were overlapping. They were quite similar. There was an overlap between the criteria, and in fact they were being asked to compare apples and oranges. So that was particularly the case in the section on built environment, where we had a mixture of completed projects and planned projects. And the feedback from judges was that they just could not compare the two, so they felt it was quite unfair. We also thought it was important just to give councils more opportunities, more categories to apply for, because the awards are quite popular, and we also wanted to make sure they aligned better with our core business. As you all know, we've since this time last year, really, we've revised our policy platform, and we've really put all of our work into some core pillars and some core business. So that is what we would like the awards to address. The timing is that applications and submissions are open now, and they close on Monday the 30th of September at 5 p.m. wherever you are. So whichever time zone you're in, 5 p.m. is the deadline. We are approaching some potential judges soon, and we'll be announcing them in early October, and the judging will take place in late October. And of course, at the awards dinner at Congress, that gala event in NGAA's calendar, will be announcing the winners. So before you visit the awards page on the NGAA website, we'd like you to have everything ready to go. There is a link there to the online submission page. And what you will need to have there is sign off from your CEO or general manager that this application, they're aware of it and it's going in, or project summary statement ready to cut and paste, as well as some images and or video footage. So before you start the process, make sure you have all of those ready to go. It's really straightforward where you insert the statement. It's really straightforward where you upload the images. And it's really straightforward where you click to transfer the video footage to us. The more succinct and precise, the better for your statements. The more you actually reflect the criteria and respond directly to them, the better. And the video, if it could be, up to 2 minutes, it really does make a difference, especially for our judging panel and for how we can use the material after the awards process to highlight your work if we have some good images and video footage. So the new categories, the first one is research and practice, and I think we had so many great examples at our recent symposium of the work that councils are doing that this, I reckon, will have quite a few entries this year. So we're really wanting to make sure that in your statement you can show how the project evolved. So where was the evidence to start with to show that this project was needed or this research was needed? How did you show innovation in designing and delivering the project? Is there something new that you did? It doesn't have to be world-leading, world-cutting edge, but if it was new for you and your council, that's important. Well, what's also important is that this wasn't just a process undertaken outside council, paid for by council, but not really having any eventual impact on the capacity within council. So we'd love for you to be able to show how staff were involved, how it's actually affected your council's processes and knowledge. And then we also want you to have a think about those core pillars of NGAA's livability, productivity and resilience, and make sure you can show how your project impacted those. That goes across the board. The second category is built environment, and this is the one where there's a change. So we're only looking at completed projects because we need the evidence to show that it has been successful and that the planned impact has eventuated. So again, we'll be looking for evidence that this wasn't just an opportunistic or off-the-cuff type of development, that it was part of your strategic plan. It was, had some community consultation and some process behind it that showed it was needed. Again, looking for innovation and how has this project improved local government's work? So how has it made your service delivery easier, more effective? How has it improved your community? They're the sorts of things that we're looking for, evidence of the impact. And again, looking at those core pillars. The next one is around building connections. So this is about partnerships, collaboration, and it's something that local government is doing more and more and needs to do more and more. So we're looking for some, we know that they're out there as well, those really interesting connections that are being made. So tell us about whether it's with a developer or a community group. Was it a local landowner? Was it an adjoining council? Was it a state government department? How did you connect with other groups, other people, to provide a better outcome in the long term? So please outline the process that you used to find those partners and how that collaboration eventuated. Tell us about what was new. Was this the first time you'd collaborated in this particular area or with that particular group? And tell us how it's really made an improvement and an impact on your council. The fourth one there is around advocacy, and this is where we know our councils do some fantastic work, and we're really proud of the outcomes that you're achieving, and we feel we did great work too on our advocacy campaign in the lead up to the election. So we know there is a lot of it going on in councils, and we'd love to be able to showcase that. So again, we're looking at what's new and interesting that you've been doing, and how has your advocacy work improved your capacity within council? So where does it come from? How does your advocacy work connect to council's broader strategic objectives? Show us the process and show us the impact. And then the final category is around leadership. And you might be aware that in the last couple of years, some of the founding members of NGAA, some of those CEOs and general managers who were part of that very initial group 10 or 11 years ago who got NGAA up and running, they have resigned or moved on. And so it occurred to us and to the executive committee that that sense of leadership is something that is really important in growth areas, especially because so much is happening so quickly. So we wanted to create an award for an individual or a team within one of our member councils to just recognise their leadership. It's about showing how people have gone above and beyond their normal duties to really make an impact on growth areas. So I think that's going to be a really lovely one, and we're hoping to have one of our founders present at the awards ceremony to present that award. So they're the 5 categories. From here, I've got a spelling mistake in my PowerPoint presentation there, but anyway, we I suppose it's a little bit cheeky, but to be honest, this is a fantastic process for NGAA to gather information on all the great work going on in councils. So we're regularly asked by media, by other stakeholders, by government for case studies and examples of the good work happening in growth areas, and your awards submissions are part of our toolbox when it comes to that. So we will be putting everything on our NGAA website. Previous award winners are there. We have a YouTube channel which has all of the entries on, and I can guarantee you that in the past 12 months I've probably used a good half dozen or so awards entries as case studies and highlights for media and presentations. So all you need to do is get all of your information together and go to our website, and the awards page on the website, there's a great big button there that says submit your application online. So that's as easy as it is. And what we might do now is, if there are any questions, please let us know. Feel free to contact us at any time, but if there's a question at the moment, feel free to send it through. Otherwise, we will be looking forward. We've had one submission in already. Someone was very keen to get to be the first cab off the ranks, so we're really pleased with that, and we're looking forward to getting a record number of submissions. So don't forget that deadline of 30th of September. Please give us a call if you need any additional information. Please have a look at previous winners to see how they got their submission together. And otherwise, thank you, and we look forward to receiving your submission. Thanks.